Hey everybody, welcome to the live stream. I'm just going to put on my headphones here. So I am just finishing up some stuff and then we'll be good to go. So just give me a second. I couldn't get it working on Facebook for some reason. I don't really know why. So I'm just going to put a message out there that it's not working for some reason. Although actually, if I can do two at once, we'll see. It might break my computer. That would be a problem. But we'll see. Hey, Tevin, how you doing? Good to see you here. I just trying to get this working on as many platforms as I can. And Facebook is giving me some trouble. Hey, how you doing? Majinish. All right, cool. That's Joseph, right? Glad you're on board. Are you on Facebook right now, Majinish, or are you on YouTube? Because I got an error message about Facebook, so I just wanted to check and see if it's working. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work on Facebook, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to leave a message for those guys. And hi, Aries Cat. How are you? Thanks for joining. I'm going to be streaming my screen in just a minute, but I got to put a message on Facebook so people know that this isn't working, and I don't know why. By the way, can you hear me okay? I want to make sure the volume is all right. I have a microphone to my left, and I don't know if it's loud enough. If it's not, I can make it louder, or I can speak louder, or I can bring it closer. Okay, great. Sweet. All right. Let me check out everything here. Looking for comments on different platforms. And somebody's sending me some weird stuff. Okay. So I'm going to now share my screen. If I can figure out how to do that. This is my first time doing this. I'm streaming with an app called Melon, and it's going to multiple channels at once. It's going to YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, or supposed to, Instagram, and Twitter. And I just created a Twitch channel, which is at Derek Padula, if you want to follow me there. And might be another one I'm forgetting. But anyway, it's a little complicated. So, hey, Jack, how you doing? Let's see if I can figure out how to share my screen with this app. Um, okay. So I'm going to share this. This is an app called Crowd Party. And the way it works, oh wait, I have to actually show it. Okay. So this is an app called Crowd Party. And the way it works is I'm going to be streaming this game screen with me in a little portion of it so that you guys can see the questions. And you're going to log in with your phone, whether it's a smartphone or a tablet, or I think you can even use a different tab in a browser or a different browser. And you're going to go to this URL, or you can scan it with your device at crowdparty.app, and then you're going to type in this code 64081. So the easiest way is to scan it with your phone, and then it'll take you right to it. A little button will come up saying it has the link, the URL in it, and then you click that and it takes you right to it, and you can log in. Let me know if you have any trouble with that, and I'd be happy to walk you through it step by step. Oh, you got the complete Bruce Faulconer score. That's sweet. I don't have any Bruce Faulconer questions in this trivia tonight, but I might on Thursday. I know there's a lot of American fans who love Bruce Faulconer's score. So I'm now waiting for players. Let's see. All right, Jack is in. That's cool. So to be clear, I'll repeat. You go to crowdparty.app, and then, hey, we got another one. Chris, all right. So you go to crowdparty.app, and then you type in this number, 64081, and that's the room number for this game, for this trivia that we're playing tonight. And you can also, if you don't have easy access to a browser, or you can't scan, you go to your browser and you type in crowdparty.app, and then it's going to ask you for the number, and you type in 64081, and you can use the browser on your phone or your tablet, or if you want to open a separate browser tab or a whole new window, you can do that as well. Just make sure that you keep this one open. Okay, so we got 5 players. That's pretty good. I'm going to wait just a little bit, make sure we get more people coming in. Hey, Ashwath, good to see you. And I am not going to be playing because I know all the answers, and that would be cheating. Also, I want you to know I wrote all these questions myself, and these are easy questions. So this is a training session just to have fun in preparation for the big trivia battle on Thursday. And if you haven't heard about that yet, I'm hosting a Dragon Ball trivia battle where anyone can compete for up to $500 in cash. And that's for first place. But that is dependent upon 500 people buying tickets. And the more people who buy tickets, the greater the prize pool becomes. So please buy a ticket, have some fun. This is a like a free example of what you can get. And yeah, if you've read my books, then you're right. Your idea of easy might be different, because there's a lot of info in there, but I've tried to keep it easy for everyone to just come in and have some fun, and for casual fans too. But on Thursday, there's going to be some more challenging questions, a mix of easy, intermediate, and advanced questions. And I think everyone will be able to answer, a majority of them, but there could be some zingers in there. So just be prepared for that. All right, we got 7 players so far. If you're just joining in, to play the game, you can go to crowdparty.app, and it's going to ask you for that number on the screen, 64081. And you type that in, and it takes you to this room. And then once you come in, just type in your name, and you can select an avatar, and you tap the little picture, and it gives you a random avatar every time. And then you join the game, and that's it. So 7's pretty good. Do you guys mind waiting just a little bit longer, and then we can jump in? Let me check my social media here and see how everybody's doing. You guys having a good evening? Doing anything interesting this weekend? You were animating Dragon Ball, Jack? How are you doing that? Oh, nice. Happy birthday, Tevin. Yeah, you can, Jack, if you want, you can take a quick bathroom break before we start. Oh, you watched the FIFA finals. How was the game? I did not see any of it. Nice. Yeah, Majin Vegeta is an awesome character. But did you know that he never actually gets called Majin Vegeta in the entire series? And he never calls himself that either. And that was something that fans came up with. It was never actually in the series. Okay, we got 8 players now. That's great. So while I am actually streaming or playing the game, I can't see the questions because they're on different tabs. So just a heads up that I'm going to be checking for comments in between the questions or while the clock is ticking down, and then I'll be able to answer them in between questions. So just please be patient with me for that. Also, this is my first time doing this, and I'm nervous about it. So thank you all for jumping in and having fun with me. We're all Dragon Ball fans here, and I just want to do something for the community to have a fun time and get together and just celebrate Dragon Ball. So that's really what this is about. Oh man, sounds like a good game. Yeah, Toriyama has said that he's not the biggest Vegeta fan, but sometimes fans, take that out of context. And the new God of War game, man, yeah, I heard that's really good. It was up for Game of the Year, I think. Okay, so yes, let's get started. We've got 8 people in the room, and it's 7:47. So let's jump into the first game here. And I think anybody who's watching who wants to jump in can do so at any time. I'm not certain about that. So if you missed this session, if you're watching this later, or you just jumped in and can't do it, I might do some more later. But remember, the big one's on Thursday. And to win in that, and the tickets are $10, you get 5% off for buying 2 or more, like for Christmas gifts for your friends or family. So hopefully you have fun with this tonight, and then you get inspired to take on the big challenge on Thursday. So let's get started. There is a game in this that allows you to draw, and you can draw using your phone or tablet, or maybe your browser screen. It's going to be later on, and then you're going to be 2 people are going to be randomly assigned a word, and then everybody else has to guess what that word is, and it's going to be a Dragon Ball, word. So keep your get your drawing caps on when that one comes out. So this is basically how it works. The questions will appear on this screen, and then you're going to answer using the device that you've joined with, which is your phone or your tablet or some other, or your browser. And the faster that you answer the question, the more points you'll get. So this is a reason why you shouldn't look things up on the internet. If you get stumped, you're better off just taking an educated guess than you are trying to look it up and then come back and answer it, because by that time you're going to be out of time, or your time's going to be so low that you get fewer points. So just do your best and have fun. Okay, I'll put my gaming headset on here. So the first question: how many episodes of Dragon Ball Z are there? 291, 153, 81, or 64? Make your best guess by selecting it on your device. Okay, you guys are awesome. 7 of you answered 291. That is the correct answer. So I see you've got the hang of it. If you're having trouble, let me know, and then I can help you out. Let me just look at the comments real quick. It's okay if you suck at drawing. It's going to be later on. And the points in this don't matter anyway. We're just having fun. So and maybe you won't get chosen. It's all random. So here we go. Next round. Yes, first the points. So Melissa is in first place at the moment with 130. So this one's going to ask you to type the right answer. What is Tenshin Han's most powerful key technique? And I'm looking for the Japanese name here. Letters are going to appear as the clock ticks down, but the faster you answer it, the more points you get. The answer is Kikoho. That is the Crane Hermit's technique that is so powerful that it depletes you of life. And if you use it too much, it will kill you. Looking at the leaderboard. Oh, Jack has jumped up into first, followed by Dragon Ball University. Next question. What is Goku's family name? Gohan, Son, Ox, or Sun? This is a little bit tricky. Son. Okay. 8 of you answered correctly. The answer is Son. And of course, that comes from Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, which is why I put that as one of the other choices. But I also put Gohan because, of course, Grandpa Gohan adopted him. Next round. Oh, Jackson in the lead, followed very closely by everyone else. All right. Here comes a picture question. Who is this character? It's going to fade in from this blurry image and choose from one of these four. Okay, very good. 6 of you guessed Bora and 1 Upa, and the correct answer was Bora. I wasn't sure if everybody would get that one because not everybody's watched the original Dragon Ball, which is a real shame if you have not watched it because it's where it all started. Now, let me take a second just to see if I have any questions here, and I don't seem to have any. Seems like everything's good. Okay, going on to the next round. Oh man, still very tight. Would you rather, in this one, you have to side with the majority of people in this room who would choose one of these two. Would most fans rather be Goku or Vegeta? I know this is kind of a cultural question as well, depending on if you're in America or elsewhere. It's a divisive question. Wow, exactly divided. So, okay, most fans would rather be Goku. So if you chose Goku, then you got points for answering that question. And of course, is as close as it could be. Okay, and with that, Dragon Ball University jumps into the lead. Here's another trivia question. Vegeta has a brother? True or false? I think this one is easy, but it depends on you having watched one of the Dragon Ball TV specials. And if you haven't, then you might not know the answer to this question. Yes, the answer is true. His name is Tobble, which is the end of vegetable. So Vegeta and Tobble. Let me check questions here. Let's see, this one's tough. Yes, and yes, Vegeta for life. Even if not everybody chose Vegeta, I understand where you're coming from. Okay, leaderboard is shifting here. Here's another picture trivia. How many hairstyles does Bulma have in the original manga? Is it 5 plus, 30 plus, 10 plus, or 20 plus? Fun fact that Bulma is one of the female characters in manga and anime who has the most hairstyles of any character in a canonical series. It's a little bit of a hint. The correct answer was 20 plus. And I know it might seem like that's a lot, but that's because it is. And Toriyama loved giving her new hairstyles. And a lot of her hairstyles and her fashion were influenced by Akira Toriyama's wife, who was also a manga author named Mikami Nachi. And I'll be revealing some interesting info about her tomorrow on my website regarding the origin of Dragon Ball, as explained by Akira Toriyama himself. So stay tuned for that. Check my website, check my social media, and you'll be getting some exclusive info that has never been revealed anywhere else in the world by anyone. Next round. Okay, DBU at the top. Here's another trivia question. What is the hardest form of matter in Dragon Ball's multiverse? Is it Diamond, Keeley's, Goku's boots, or Kachi Kachin? The answer is Kachi Kachin. Congrats to everyone who got that. Keeley's is the form of energy that Babidi mentions when absorbing power from powerful warriors such as Gohan and Vegeta and Goku. And yes, Goku's boots are indestructible, apparently, because they never get destroyed. Majinish, you're saying that the video is lagging 8 seconds behind. I'm sorry about that. I think that's an issue with YouTube. If you're having trouble with the game, you can try watching this stream on a different social media platform, like on Twitter or Instagram, and then it might not lag behind as much. And I apologize for that. I don't think there's anything I can do about it, but I will try for the upcoming big stream. Okay, moving on to the next round. DBU still at the top, but Jack is moving up. Another trivia question. Who is the official license holder of the Dragon Ball manga? Is it Weekly Shonen Jump, Square Enix, Kogakushan, or Shueisha? And these are all Japanese companies or publications. The answer is Shueisha. Yes, it was a bit of a trick question because Dragon Ball is published in Weekly Shonen Jump, but that is a publication owned by Shueisha, the Japanese publisher. And they're one of the largest publishers in Japan and really in the world. And they made their fortune through, children's comic books. But they also published a lot of other adult material. So a little bit tricky, but you guys got to know your stuff. Got to read my books. So moving on to the next round. Oh, big one for DBU there. Chris moves into second. Another picture. What series is this clip from? Is it Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball, or Dragon Ball Super? And I suggest you look at the art style to help you place it. Maybe it can help you place the scene or the general time frame in which this clip took place. Goku's uniform, the symbol on it. Dragon Ball Z was the correct answer. And I just found this clip online real quick, but from my memory, I believe it is when Goku is trying to escape from Hell, or the home for infinite losers, and he's shooting the Kamehameha straight up to try to get through the barrier, or rise back up to Snake Way, and he hits the barrier on his head. So, moving on to the next round. Okay, he's got a sizable lead here. Which fusion is more powerful? Is it Gogeta or Vegito? This is something that fans often debate, but Akira Toriyama has actually answered it in the series itself. Yes, Goku's pants are also indestructible. All right, Vegito was the correct answer, and that is because it's a Potara fusion with the earrings. And when two people have a Potara fusion, it's supposed to be permanent. That's how Akira Toriyama originally wrote it, and was therefore much stronger than the temporary fusion dance fusion, like we see with Gogeta. moving along. Oh, you guys are going to have some work to do to catch up here. Okay, this one is a video. I'm first going to show you this video. If it loads. There we go. It's loading in. So I'm going to show you a bit of this video, and then I'm going to ask you to answer this question. You guys want to sing along? In Japanese. So you might not know the lyrics in Japanese, that's okay. Okay. So that's enough of that one. They don't actually have a video for points question on here, so I have to show you the video, and then I have to go to the next one and then ask you the question. So let's see if I can. It did not work. Okay, that didn't work properly. So anyway, it was Kageyama Hironobu. So now we're on to this drawing one, and Jack has been chosen, and so has Ashwath. And you guys have to draw on your phones, and everybody else has to guess what it is by typing in the answer. So look at what they're drawing, and then type in what you think the answer is. We're seeing some interesting things here. We're seeing like an oblong object, and then a boom on Jack's side, and Ashwath is showing, looks like two people saying, okay, let's do this. All right, I like that. They're giving the thumbs up. Are you guys getting that clue is incorrect. It says animals. That's not correct. I have to go back and change that. So ignore that clue. What do you think it could be? The letters are filling in. Hopefully you guys get this one. It can be a little tricky, but I think the drawings are really good. Okay, the answer was Capsule Corporation. And I think those drawings were awesome. I really like that capsule and the boom, just like from the manga. So great job, both of you guys. Now let's move on to the next one and see who got it. So, okay, DBU is still in the lead here. There's the question. For whatever reason, it was in the wrong order, and I gave you the answer already, so let's see if you can remember what I said. Is it Kenji Yamamoto, Kageyama Hironobu, Shunsuke Kikuchi, or Takeshi Ike? I think that was either my mistake or a mistake of the game for the order. Probably my mistake. I was fiddling with this a few minutes before we went live, so that was probably my fault. There you go. Okay. 4 of you got Kageyama Hironobu. That is the correct answer. The others are composers who worked on Dragon Ball, but were not the vocalists for Chala Head Chala. And Kageyama Hironobu has sung so many Dragon Ball songs that people in Japan refer to him as Mr. DBZ. Okay, this is the last round. So this is your chance. What was and this is a hard question. What was Bulma's name before publication of Chapter 1 of Dragon Ball? Was it Bra, Panty, Pinch, or Tripitaka? So if you thought all those questions were too easy, here's a hard one that only serious Dragon Ball fans would know. Or yeah, if you read my book, Dragon Ball Culture Volume 2, you would also know the answer. The answer was Pinch. Bra and Panty were there to lead you down a rabbit hole. Toriyama originally named her Pinch because that's a Japanese term for somebody who is in a crisis, or what they call a pinch scenario. And it was because she was based off of the Buddhist monk Tripitaka, who was always getting into dangerous situations and having to be rescued by the Monkey King Sun Wukong. So Pinch was a good name for this type of character, but before publication, he changed it to Buruma, or Bulma, as we know her. So there you go. That's round 15 of 15. And the game is over. Let's look at the final score here. Dragon Ball University is at the top with 1,580. Jack the Slayer in second with 1,170, and Chris with 1,140. But you all did really well, except for Jeremy, who seemed to have some trouble. But that's okay. Maybe that was because you joined late. I'm not sure. But that was a lot of fun. And I hope you guys had fun too. I'd love to hear about your feelings about this. What did you think? Were the questions too easy, or are they too hard? Aries Cat saying, if those are the easy questions, I don't stand a chance. Well, I do want to let you know that there are some, and I have to everyone. But if you feel like that's too hard, I can try to make questions even easier, because this is good feedback, so that I know what people are looking for, you know, in the game ahead. And I want everybody to have fun. I know some people will be competing for the cash, but I also just want everyone to have a good time. Oh, good. Hey, Chris. Yeah, I know. For some of you guys, it was a little too easy, but I'm glad you guys had fun. That's really nice to hear, because it's not easy to run an event like this, and it took a lot of effort. So, all right. So I'm wondering if you guys want to play another game that is completely unrelated to Dragon Ball, but in this same, crowd party thing here. Because if you do, we can go play another game. I will go and find one for us. And you guys can, decide if you want to play a certain game. We can just keep hanging out here. Okay, yes, you're in for another round. Yeah, I don't really know why YouTube has a delay. It just does for some reason. The other platforms don't seem to have that delay. And maybe I should not do it on YouTube because of that. I'm going to ask this streaming app by email to see if I can get a solution to that. Let me know if you think it'd be better to not do it on YouTube at all and just stick with the other platforms, or if you think I should just notify people on YouTube, let them know, and then they can kind of deal with it. But of course, on a time-based game, the points, they matter, and that's something I'm concerned about. So let's see here. Maybe there's a FIFA game, but not everybody likes FIFA. There's a bunch of holiday games here. There's a Marvel Party Room. Are you smarter than a high schooler? Smarter than a college dropout? Guess the brand, food facts. Let's see. Fact or cap? Are you guys familiar with this term cap or no cap? I just learned about this recently. It basically means like false. It's like you're lying. I don't know the origin, but like all the kids are saying it now, and I feel old because I had no idea what it meant. But I guess it's a thing that people say now. Let's see. There's so many games. Yeah, cap means lie. Fact or cap, right? I don't really know. You feel like Twitch is the best platform? Okay. Well, I am streaming to Twitch now. I have that. I just created an account. Dragon Ball University says, if you pick any other anime, You guys are gonna crush him. So Dragon Ball is his specialty. Well, hey, no fault in that, man. That's the best one to specialize in. All right, you guys want to do fact or cap because that's what the kids are into. Let's find out. Let me go back to it. Oh wait, I think it was up here. No, wait, that's the holiday room. Where was it? There we go. Okay. So it looks like there's let's do 15 rounds, and then I'm gonna turn off the gift because that's a little weird. All right, so let's play this. If that's what you guys want. There we go. It's loading. Okay, so now this is going to be a different room. So you're going to join in the same way, using your phone or your tablet or a separate browser tab. Either go to crowdparty.app and type in this number 17246, or scan it with your device, and it will take you directly to the room. All right, Melissa and Aries Cat are in. DBU is in. And remember, you can tap the little avatar to get a randomized character. So you're saying fact or cap is a trend where people test out internet trends and try it out to check if they are true, or the original creator is lying to the audience. That's interesting. I didn't know that, and I wonder if the questions in this room are going to be of that nature. So you know what? I'm going to play this one as well because I did not rate these questions, and I think it'd be fun to play along with you. So let me just join in. It's not working. Okay, let's see here. All right, so now I'm joined in, and let's get started. Fact or cap? So as a reminder, the questions will appear on this screen, and then you answer with your device. And the faster you answer, the more points you'll get. So the pupil of a goat is diagonal. Fact or cap? See now I can't really talk out loud because I don't want to sway you. Yeah, all right, I got it. I remember they're rectangle, and that's not diagonal. So I guess I'm the only one. Yeah, all right. I'm in the lead. Here we go. Let's see if I can keep it. It takes 7 years for your body to digest a piece of gum. Is that fact or cap? I've often heard this. I don't know if it's true. It is cap. According to Healthline, the ingredients in gum can't be digested at all, so your body will move it along and pass it as a bowel movement. Well, that's a fun fact. All right, moving on to the next one. Still in the lead here, but Aries Cat and Ashwath are coming up. An animal's yawn is a measure of the size of its brain. Fact or cap? Boy, I really don't know about this. Okay. The bigger the brain, the longer they will yawn. I just learned something new. Bats always turn right when leaving a cave. I'm thinking about like Indiana Jones here, and now all the bats flying out of the cave. Are there movies with bats? Oh, it's a cap. They always turn left. Of course, they always turn left. How silly of me to think that they turned right. I imagine other people also feel silly. Okay, gap is closing here. Emus cannot fly. Fact or cap? Well, I know that emus run very fast. Boy, I was very slow to answer this one. Okay, it's a fact. Just like ostriches, emus are ratites, or is it ratites? Flightless birds. That's a word I've never seen before. Maybe you can tell me how it's pronounced in the comments. So there we go. Looks like most of us got that right. It's going on to the next round, round 6 of 16. Dalmatians are born with black spots. So does that mean they're white dogs with black spots? Or are they black dogs that are white? Cap. They're born with a white coat and develop spots around 3 weeks old. Okay, I didn't know that. So they're all white when they're born, and then it takes time for the black spots to form. Interesting. Moving on. Let me check the comments real quick. Oh, Dragon Ball University. Sorry about that. Yes, Disney lied to all of us. Okay. Oops. China has one time zone. Fact or cap? I know this because I lived in China, and it is a fact. For whatever reason, the Chinese Communist Party thought it was a good idea that everyone in China wakes up at the same time. Of course, it was not a good idea, but they stuck with it. They're sticking with that one time zone. Okay. And I think they've adapted since. But anyway, Australia is wider than the moon. Fact or cap? I will say Australia is surprisingly large when you look at it on a map. But then I don't really know how wide the moon is. Oh, it turns out to be a fact. Okay, Australia's diameter is 600 kilometers wider than the moon's. So the moon, I feel like it's not that big then. But then you look at it in the sky and it obviously is. So I don't know. That's an interesting fact. Next round. I'm answering a lot of these questions at like the last possible second because I don't know the answer. Are you guys having a similar situation? On average, each Google query uses 100 computers to find your answer. Is that fact or cap? That is cap. Oh, on average, 1,000 computers are used instead. Wow, I was thinking it was cap because it was like one server somewhere that was just, like filtering the answer down into that one thing. But it's actually using 1,000 servers to do that instead. Well, that's really interesting. Also, the fact that it comes in like a split second with millions of results. Okay, round 10. Rap God by Eminem is the song with the most words. Is that fact or cap? I've never heard Rap God. I'm not really into rap. I haven't heard that much Eminem to begin with. But it turns out it's fact. There are 1,560 words in the song. Wow. And I'm actually from Michigan, and Eminem's from Detroit, so I should have known that just to keep up my street rep, but I don't. So, but anyway, I got it right, but only at the last second. The heart is the fastest muscle in the body. Fact or cap? This one I don't know. I know it's probably the most important muscle. I'm not sure if it's the fastest. It is cap. The eyes react quicker than any other muscle, and it can also prompt other muscles to move as well. So the eyes can prompt other muscles to move. I didn't know that. So if you are reacting to something with your eyes, then I guess the rest of your body will react too. But we were split on that one. 3 fact, 3 cap. That one's pretty tricky. Moving on to round 12. Hair and fingernails continue to grow after death. Fact or cap? Now this one I think I know, because I've seen a lot of like NCIS and murder mystery shows and things like that. Oh, I was wrong. So were most of us. Okay, so it's a lie. I was lied to, and now I feel betrayed by all of those shows that I grew up watching. Oh well, I guess that's the chance for someone to jump up here in the leaderboard. Whoever got that right. The tallest man to ever live was 8 feet 11 inches. Fact or cap? I'm sorry for anyone outside of America. We're using freedom units here, feet and inches. But I don't actually know if this is fact or cap. It is fact. Yes, Robert Wadlow was the tallest man alive in 1940. I actually just saw a picture of him recently on the internet, but I didn't know his actual height. And I think I saw that because I was looking up how tall Piccolo was for a question that may or may not be in the Thursday trivia battle. Let me check the comments here. Okay. Sorry, Dragon Ball University, that it didn't work. Seems like it has to be people who join in before the game starts. But I'm glad you're learning about goats and bats. So next round. Aries is closing in. I'm feeling some pressure here. Only got a few questions left. Camels have 3 sets of eyelids. Fact or cap? This one's tricky because I know that camels have more than 1 set of eyelids, but I don't know how many. Okay, apparently it's 3. And that's because when they're in the desert and they've got tons of sand blowing in their face, they have to close one of their like horizontal eyelids that's transparent so that they can continue to see where they're walking. I think a snake has the same system. At least some snakes do. I don't know about all of them. Next round. Only 150 points. Aries is closing in. Coffee is a berry-based beverage. Fact or cap? Is coffee berry based? Does it come from berries? That is fact. Evenly split 3 and 3. When coffee berries are ripe, they are harvested, processed, and dried before being roasted and turned into coffee. That is interesting. And in fact, I'll tell you kind of a disgusting story. I think it's South America, there's a particular type of coffee that they feed to leopards. They feed them the berries, and then the leopards process the berries, and then they take that processed berry matter and they turn it into a new type of coffee, and it's a delicacy, and it's like leopard feces coffee basically. And I don't know why people drink it, but it's very expensive and people love it. And I don't drink coffee anyway, so I don't get coffee in the whole coffee obsession. Maybe you guys would love it, the leopard poop coffee, but it's not for me. Next round. Okay, last round here. Cookie Monster's real name is Liam. Fact or cap? I have no idea. I really have no idea. Oh, it's cap. Cookie Monster's real name is Sid. Of course it's Sid. Now I feel stupid for thinking it was Liam. Okay, so that is all she wrote. The game is over, and I don't know how, but I ended up winning. Since I didn't know what fact or cap even was until recently. So I feel pretty lucky to have won, but you guys were all awesome and made for some intense tension there. It was very close, especially with Aries Cat and Melissa there and Ashwat. So thank you very much for joining. That's okay if you finish last, Chris. It's the kids thing here, you know. We're older guys now. Where's a good place to get Japanese manga in Michigan? I know that you're based in Grand Rapids, and I live in Lansing, so that's kind of close. That's not too off topic for the stream. Well, I mean, I only go to the places in Grand Rapids, and Midnight Vault is good. That's downtown in Grand Rapids. And then Argo's Used Comics is in East Town. So if you're ever into Grand Rapids, check out Midnight Vault in downtown, and then Argo's in East Town. They have a pretty good selection. Midnight Vault's much better. So cool. All right. Yeah, that was fun. Thank you guys for joining. This is my first time doing a live stream like this, and I'm looking for feedback. So I want to know what you guys thought of the questions. I mean, they were intended to be easy, but if you thought they were too easy or just right or too hard, then let me know. You can send me a DM or just send me a comment, you know, on whatever social media platform you like, just so I know. And I will try to adjust accordingly for Thursday's big game. And if you haven't got a ticket yet, please get one. They're $10, and you can save 5% when you buy 2 or more. Because I want to make sure that the first place prize winner gets a nice prize. And I think we'll have just as much fun here. It's going to be 3 rounds of 10 questions. The first one is general trivia, which is similar to what we had here. And then real people. That includes the voice actors, Akira Toriyama, the composers, the singer, like we saw with Kageyama, and everybody else who was involved in the production of the series. And then the mystery round will be the third one, and that one I'm keeping a secret because it's a mystery. So hope you guys can join in and you know, have some fun with me. And I'd like to do some more of these. This is the first time I've done this with a crowd of 100% Dragon Ball fans, and it's a lot of fun for me. I'd also like to do this with some people on the live chat with me. So I'm thinking some YouTubers or other people who have some pretty good knowledge about Dragon Ball, and they can make some comments while we, in between rounds and things like that. There's some color commentary, kind of like what I'm doing right now, and it'd be fun to bounce off of someone. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I had a great time. Hope you guys did too. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.